Marcus Rashford has left. Victor Gyökeres is coming in. And that is not to Arsenal, that's to Barcelona and from Sporting to Manchester United. I'm John out here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. Let's get into this. Marcus Rashford, believe it or not, he's gone to Barcelona, but not permanently. So, Man United fans, I'm so sorry to break your heart. It's only on loan. A season-long loan. Manchester United don't have to cover his wages. Barcelona are doing that. Marcus Rashford took a cut in his salary to get his dream move away, but only for 1 year. Because Barcelona are not going to stump up the cash at the end of the season. Do I think Marcus Rashford is going to do well at Barcelona? Yeah, I think he's going to do something. I think he's going to do something special because he needs to. So this is going to contradict what I just said about it's not going to be a permanent move at the end of it, the £13 million option to pay. Marcus Rashford, this is your last chance, saloon, to land at a massive club. By taking a wage cut shows the determination to make it happen. But the one thing is this, are we going to see the best of Marcus Rashford? I hope so. I really and truly hope so. I think there's something more to come from him. But the thing is, does he have enough to displace Rafinha? That's why I said it. Rafinha, he's there. He's there. He occupies the wide left. He is the man there. You can say Lemmy Lamal, yeah, of course, okay, the second coming, the new number 10. I hear that. I hear that. But Marcus Rashford, you need to go there and you need to show up and show out. And this is World Cup here. This is the chance for you to get back into the England fold. This is for you to show Thomas Tuchel what you're all about. You're back in the Champions League, big time football. You're going to be going up against Real Madrid twice in a year. You never know, you may make it 3 times in the Copa del Rey. Who knows? But we do know this. Marcus Rashford against Trent Alexander. I will be watching that one. I'm going to have to bootleg it and have to do something to watch that game because I want to see what Marcus Rashford can do. Can Marcus Rashford get back to that high sprint and pace that he has in his locker? The one when I used to watch him and say, yo, I wouldn't mind Marcus Rashford coming to Arsenal. I would take it. I would take it. It was was it 3 years ago? I done that video and I said Marcus Rashford to Arsenal, and it kind of went wild. Done some little bit of numbers, but I was serious. I was serious back then. 3 years ago, I was like saying, yeah, get Marcus Rashford to the carpet, get Marcus Rashford to Arsenal, because we can use someone like that. Not now. I mean, now we've moved on. I'm not saying Man United are scrubs. I am okay, but I'm saying Arsenal have moved on. But Marcus Rashford, if you prove yourself, even at the young age that you still are, about 27, I believe now, you can do something big there in Barcelona. You put the impression on there to harness flex, and I'm telling you, you will stay. They will figure out a way to pay that 30 million. But hey, good luck. Marcus Rashford is gone. We all know why. He just wasn't there no more. He was doing interviews last year with Henry Winter saying, yeah, I want to go. I need a new challenge. And then they bought Cunha, they took the number 10, and they dashed you out the door. Good luck. But hey, if he returns next year and he doesn't work out, Man United are back to square root one again. But anyway, moving on. Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal. Well, reports come out straight away that Manchester United are backing for Victor Gyökeres. Sorry, people. That story, before we get into it, do we just take a moment to pause and then just quickly reflect back to the Marcus Rashford and say, good luck. What's your thoughts? Leave your comments below. I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think he's going to return? Let me know in the comments below. Back to Victor Gyökeres. So, Victor Gyökeres, Manchester United. Oh, it's back on the cards. Manchester United are back in for him. That story has been put to bed so quickly by Fabrizio Romano. He comes out on X and it says, no, there's no truth in it at all whatsoever. Manchester United are not looking at Victor Gyökeres. Then the reports have come out now and trying to say that Manchester United are looking at Benjamin Šeško. I mean, and then there's Nicholas Jackson. There's so many players that Manchester United are going to be looking at. Now Marcus Rashford's wages are off the bill. Manchester United can actively go out now and buy a proper number 9, but it's not going to be Victor Gyökeres. You know it, I know it. Let's be truthful of this, Man United fans. It's not going to happen, but things can change. Things can really change. And they change in football so fast. We're still thinking, okay, Victor Gyökeres is only moments away from being announced as an Arsenal player. Arsenal and Sporting need to rectify this stupid standoff about who's going to give in, who's going to bend the knee. Is Arsenal going to bend the knee and give in to what Sporting are demanding? Or is Sporting going to say, do you know what, let's just get this cycle over with. Yeah, you can go. But I don't see that. Sporting have all the power in this. Not Arsenal, Sporting us. Sporting decides whether or not this deal is going to go ahead. And that's the scary thing that Arsenal fans are worried about. Are they really going to get so close, but yet still so far? Because Arsenal don't want to bend the knee and say, here's the extra money you want for the add-ons to be achievable. Where Sporting are like, no, we want achievable add-ons. We want to be able to make sure we cash in on this money. And Arsenal are just like, bruh, you have an agreement in place with the player, and you are playing foolishness. No, I'm doing my best here not to swear, but you're playing foolishness here. And Sporting are like, well, we can do that. We got the contract. We bought him before you bought him. So who's the fool now? And also, you just have to decide, okay, you know what, is enough to just go after him? Are you going to turn your attentions to an Ollie Watkins? Is your attention going to be turned to a Nicholas Jackson? And I tell you what, you put another man, Watkins, the hate was bad then. You try and say it's going to be Nicholas Jackson, but it ain't going to be an Emirates left. I can tell you that much right now. That announcement you got coming up about the new away shirts, I'm telling you now, it would go down. So, 50-year press, no, it's not going to go to Manchester United. But you can never say never because in football, strange things happen. They do. They really and truly do. So you have to watch your space now, what's going to happen with Victor Gyökeres. Good luck to Manchester United and Marcus Rashford now parting ways for another year. It's happened. Okay, cool. But my United fans, would you love to see Benjamin Šeško or Victor Gyökeres at Manchester United? Which one would you take? Which one's more plausible that could actually happen? I think if you go after Benjamin Šeško, it's going to be tough now. Now, FTK has now gone to Liverpool for 95 million. You know, RB Leipzig is going to be saying, yeah, we want the same sort of money. And maybe that's why Arsenal ran away from that deal because they're like, well, we know you're asking for 90 million. Now we can see why you're asking for the 90 million. And maybe that's why Liverpool stumped up the 95 million in total package. So is Sesko worth that money? RB Leipzig's going to think so. Manchester United going to think, you know what, we can't get Gyökeres because he's going to go to Arsenal. Now Arsenal are not on red alert about this fake news coming out from Portugal, but they know you can't keep messing around. Let's pay the money and let's get this one done and get it over the line like we need to get a Premier League over the line. Gyökeres or Sesko or Nicholas Jackson to Manchester United. What do you want? Who do you think is going to be possible? Let me know in the comments below. If you're still watching, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. But that notification, make sure you have made it personalized. So every time we upload, you will get notified. And why not watch one of these shows here? Because you guys are not watching enough. And you're not watching long enough. Watch one of these shows that just popped up right now if you're on your mobile. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.